So my last video I said it was my endometriosis origin story, but truly the origin is my first period and is for many and even most endometriosis patients. So before I actually got my first period, I already knew in life, I told myself, I don't want this thing. I hope it never comes. It sounds terrible. I never want to deal with it. And that was just the information I was just, absorbing around me from my sisters, my mom, movies, my friends who, I was kind of a late bloomer in that way. And I was just, I hope it never comes. I really, truly in my heart hoped it would never come. I didn't want to deal with it. And I didn't know how to deal with it because in 5th grade health class, which is probably, we didn't have health class. It was like a health unit where we were talking about the reproductive system. That was really the last bit of formal information that I got about my reproductive organs before my period. And I remember some diagrams or whatever and boys and girls being separated, but nothing useful. Nothing that was like, oh, maybe my period will be okay. I was like, nah. So when I eventually got my period, I was extremely secretive about it. I told no one. Once I figured out what it was, because I remember at first I was like, and I was like, oh shit, it's here. After literally my whole life being like, I don't want it. I realized it was there and I told no one. I stole pads from my mom's drawer. I kept it to myself because I didn't want to deal with it. And I remember I was 13, so I was a little bit older than a lot of my friends. As far as I'm aware, I was kind of like the last in my friend group to get my period. And I was at a sleepover with 2 friends who had obviously already gotten theirs, and they were telling me about it because they thought that I hadn't gotten my period yet. I was literally having my period in that very moment when they're telling me about how terrible a period is. That's what they were saying. How much they hated it and how much I was gonna hate it. And I was like, yep, I know that because it's happening right now while I'm here at the sleepover. Probably the best source of information I got was the Care and Keeping of You book by American Girl. It's my understanding they're going to come out with an updated version, which I would love to see. But yeah, I'm curious for people my age and other ages what their anticipation was for their first period. And of course, at that time, I had no idea that what was normal or not, or what would be normal or not, or what I should talk to a doctor about or not. And I think that's the real issue, is how we prepare our young people to get ready for their period and to know what their bodies are doing so they can report when they need help with whatever the fuck their bodies are doing.